Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA. And welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text and we tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. This is for the Revised Common Lectionary, and it's the wedding at Cana, turning water into wine. Another time, one of the few times that Jesus' mother is recorded as speaking. We know she spoke, and probably a lot, and she was a loving mother, and but I love this text. It's just full of joy and full of just an image of wonder and astonishment, and what a miracle. I mean, that's a lot of wine. I love it. And so I have a link on the page to on the Dollar Store Children's Sermons website that links you to a children's sermon a few years ago about the party and the joyous event. And so there's that is still one of the directions that I'm being drawn to. The other is this idea of astonishment and mystery around God's grace and God's glory. And so, as you probably know throughout the years, if you've been following this, is that one of my hobbies, one of my passions, is sleight-of-hand magic. Now, there is a magician by the name of Paul Harris who put out, he's done magic for quite some time, close-up magician, and he put out a trilogy called The Art of Astonishment. And in that, he has an article about the art of astonishment. And he says one of our most primal experiences, or one of our most primal emotions, is the feeling of wonder and awe. That when something, you see a sunrise that just completely takes over you. Whoa. When something happens, I mean, astonishment is created into us. And Paul Harris doesn't use the language of the Spirit and of that, but he says the job of the magician is to take that box of astonishment and hold it open just a little bit longer. And what an image for this idea of this wedding at Cana that's going on. That things, I mean, back then when there was a party and it was going on, and then they run out of wine. And in changing water into wine, in this miracle, in this astonishment, this party gets held a little bit longer. Now, the image I have is that, because in this we get a glimpse of God's glory and God's grace, is having a box, and in the box you can have anything. You can have a mirror so someone can see themselves, being a gift of God and be full of astonishment and wonder. So you can have the mirror in there. You can have something that you find miraculous. Maybe you have in there baby rattle, because you find babies amazing. Anything in there, a plant, I don't know, whatever you find astonishing and miraculous and wonderful. I use that word miraculous. It's anyway, because we're talking about the water and the wine, and there's a miracle here. I'm not sure exactly. Anyway, so you've got that item in the box, and then when you open it up, and then you close it really quick enough so the kids can't see it. Maybe you don't even open it up that far. You open it up and close it. You open it up, close it. Maybe you have a book. This is a great book, by the way, Daring to Lead. And you have a book, and in the book you've got a little picture, and you basically open it like this, or a word. You open it and you close it to where they can't really see it, or they can maybe see what it is, but they can't see the detail of it. And so that we talk about that our job, our calling, our beckoning in the gospel is to open up, is to help open up the kingdom of God and God's glory, and help people get a glimpse of God's grace and God's love all the more. That in this the wedding at Cana, in this party, people get a glimpse of the glory of God in Jesus Christ, and we as well can help people get a glimpse of that. That we can be for those, the person that is holding, and Paul Harris says, the job of the magician is to take a crowbar and hold the box of wonder, the box of astonishment, hold that lid open just a little bit longer. That our job as Christians is to open up that box so that people can see the wonder and the glory of God even more clearly. So, I hope that can be a springboard for your own thinking around your children's sermon. And as always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a fantastic week.